No.
Welcome everybody to another edition of TMI Thursdays.
Oh, good evening. I made it.
What a faff. No one has any... We're like swans. No one's got any idea how much flapping under the surface has just gone on there. It was magnificent.
The teamwork was
Mate.
epic, everybody.
We are there though. And hello to everyone on Facebook. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hello, everyone. I'm using my own Facebook, so all my friends and everybody who's on my Facebook will see us tonight, faffing around and bringing something new to you.
Yeah, I think you Facebookers have caught a bit of the back end faff going on there. That was intense, I tell you. But like, here we are live, another edition, and we're on time. Just about. We just about made it because we were trying to go live through the software we use on the laptop, through Prism, but it was just not working for us. So it was
last
lying.
minute,
Let's call it out for what it
grabbing
is.
the phone, getting the extra mics and all of that, faffing around. So yes, we made it.
And we're live on 2 platforms again this week.
Yes.
But we felt that Facebook was a really good option because you've got such a massive network.
Well, it's not that.
Oh, come off it.
No, well, I have over 3,000 people who call them, Facebook friends. But are we really friends?
Well, I didn't say friends. I did say Facebook network. So
Facebook,
that kind of,
fair enough.
I guess that sort of takes into account different levels of relationship and whatnot. And we've even got a little counter going there as well. So we're finally there. I feel like we should take a beat now and just
take a beat.
Take a breath because you've had quite a tough day, haven't you?
It's been a busy day, but it's been a great day. So I had a fabulous day spent with other wonderful humans. We teaching them lots of interesting things and skills. So hello everybody on my Facebook. We have a couple of people who are watching, and say hello, wave, or give us a wave, or sign of life. Send sign of life from Earth to us that hello. You can see us.
Hello.
Wonderful. Yes, great day. Super exhausted, been up from early morning. The traffic, well, it's the travel, I think, because I'm not used to...
Travelling takes it out of you.
Especially to Belfast. Like, anyone travelling to Belfast, wow, fair play. You need some level of patience for that.
What time did you set out to get there?
I was up 6:30 to catch the 8 o'clock, 8:14 train to Belfast.
Ah, right, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, and...
The park and ride was already full.
No way. Okay, 8:15. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, in Belfast, just before 9, and walked over to wherever I was going to 10-15 minutes, but it's mental. And then the train back.
What station did you get off at?
Grand Central.
Oh, you went right into Grand Central.
Yeah.
Did you nip into Marks and Spencer's and grab anything on you?
Not on the way there. No, because I just grabbed. Do you know what? I grabbed a coffee and ground, which was lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, ground espresso. So no, straight to the building. Great. But yeah, fair play to anyone, commuting, getting the train, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Travelling takes it out of you.
Yeah.
It just does. There's something about it. I go into Belfast every one day every 2 weeks, and I do the same thing. I get to the park and ride about 7, and get the 7:14 into Grand Central and go to work, and it ain't even that far from Grand Central Station. It's like literally like my office is just behind the Crown, off the high street there, and by the time I get home, jeez, it's like I've climbed the mountain. It's embarrassing. It's ridiculous, but it does take it out of you. So, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But.
Bit of chill. Anyway.
What have you got prepped for this week?
I got a little something. You got a little something?
Yeah, we both got a little something.
Nice. Yeah, I got a little something. It's actually a response or in response
to
what you were talking about last week. Yeah, shall I go into it now?
Yes.
Because we're like segued in,
so
aren't we?
I think we maybe even kind of give people a refresher, because obviously people who are on Facebook, they haven't watched us last week. So
let's do that. That's important, I think.
Yeah.
So we have a format, don't we, that we try and stick to as much as possible. Bit of early waffle.
Bit of exchange, bit of chat,
Yeah.
how was your week? What have you been up to and all that? And then we have our usual sections. So one of our sections is Take a Beat.
Take a Beat, which is the one I'm going to do now. And we even have our own little intro music for it.
Which I don't think, again, people on Facebook will not hear. Oh. This is the thing. This was the same thing last week. Well, last week we've done a live on TikTok. But because we have everything linked to the laptop and we play all these jingles, the people, if you go on YouTube, you're going to be able to hear the little jingle that we have.
Take a beat.
Which we're listening to right now.
Everybody just take a beat.
Take a beat.
So if you've watched the Blue Lights.
Of course you have.
If you watched Blue Lights, you remember
Jerry.
PC. Jerry.
McCann? Jerry, the dude with a beard. That's like a geezer.
I can't remember the second name. And he says, take a beat. Everybody's just take a beat.
Take a deep breath, calm down before we make our next step. So this is our next section, which is mine this week, which is a kind of reflective part of the format. So let me pre-frame.
Yes.
Last week, remind us what you were covering and what you were talking about, if you don't mind, Adriana.
So I was talking about online dating last week. On the podcast, I shared a lot of different numbers and data and research. I shared around how many people are on online dating sites. We talked about the negative side of online dating. We talked about romance fraud, for example. And just generally, we talked about the pros and the cons of online dating. So that's in a nutshell.
We did. And we kind of trash talked it a little bit. Not completely, but we were, based on your experience, because I'm not into online dating. I don't do it at all. I can't speak with any experience whatsoever, but I appreciate what you was explaining and your experience of it. And it was all a bit like, I don't know if I buy into that. It don't sound like the right way to go about it. Anyways, fast forward to the weekend just gone.
Okay.
And I had an epiphany moment that brought me back to you talking about online dating and how difficult it is, and without expanding on it again too much, because the episode is available there for you to go back in the back catalogue. It got me really thinking. So I was getting ready with the kids.
Yeah.
Michael and Maria were over and we were getting ready to go out, and as is the norm in our house now, due to a previous episode where we discovered diffuse awareness.
Diffuse awareness. We talked about the difference between men and women, and how women have this thing called the diffuse awareness when the environment speaks to us, whereas men, not all men, we're generalizing, would be more single focused to do one thing at a time.
Yeah, and I had a shopping nightmare. With my daughter, with my son and daughter, but it was the daughter element that was a nightmare. But I know now what that was all about. So we now have a bit of fun with choosing outfits to wear for the day at Dad's house, because Dad understands it better.
Yes.
So we stretch it out. We don't pressure it. We allow time, and then Maria can explore her outfits, try a few on, have a little look in the mirror, run off, come back, and then make a decision that she's happy with. And because I plan it now, no one's frustrated. Yeah, everyone's just happy that she takes half an hour. That's okay.
Good.
Michael gets dressed immediately, but it's fine because we now know that there's a difference. But
so back to the online dating, what we talked about, and we talked about the online dating and dating apps. We talked about how, and you very well put it when we talked about a relationship with the manufacturer.
Yeah.
And then we talked about that the apps are very much designed to keep you going back. You get your hit and you go back for more, and that continuous dopamine hit you get. And you develop a relationship, and then you have a subscription, and it's that, like, you compared it to a car. Gambling, and then car manufacturing.
Yeah.
Or exchanging your car. I'll
explain that in a little bit more detail. Yeah. So the gambling that I explained it to was like, it's just people, they're just addicted to the dopamine hit from getting a swipe left, swipe right, and it's just not generating the right behaviour. And we spoke about how the content that is displayed on these dating apps is just not really like meaning anything, or as I was seeing it anyway. But you covered a little bit about some of the stuff you can say. But anyways, the car manufacturer thing was that if you go back in the day, even if you go back 30 years, 40 years, car manufacturers would build a car to last as long as possible. Yeah. The idea was to make the best quality car you could with the budget that you had.
Yeah.
Fast forward to nowadays, where even really expensive premium cars, they are deliberately not built to last. They are built to need maintenance, and that maintenance only comes from the manufacturer's maintenance network. So what you find now is when new things get created, and we live in a subscription culture, right?
Yeah.
Where we don't buy stuff outright now. You can't even go on Amazon and buy a spoon unless you unclick the subscription button to get it a pound cheaper
that breaks down.
And get one every month. Everything's subscription, so everything is designed for you to come back for more, come back for more, keep buying. Now these guys are really, really clever. They know what they're doing. They've psychoanalyzed the human race, and they've got you hooked. And they've got you...
Had me hooked for years until...
Thank you for the correction. We celebrate that. Yes.
I am breaking away from all dating apps, and so far so good.
So far so good. How long's it been now?
Well, I deleted them before Christmas, so I haven't been on them since. Like, it's early days. And I promised myself that I'm going to stay away at least for a year, and hopefully maybe forever.
Yeah, exactly. So, we're getting ready to get dressed. Right, we've pre-framed it. That's important because now the Facebookers have got some semblance of where we're going.
Get dressed or undressed?
Get dressed.
Yeah,
get ready to come out.
Pre-frame the situation.
Indeed.
Yeah, and you go for it.
Maria says, let's listen to some tunes, Daddy. And I was like, I'm all over that. You know me. I love a bit of music. Absolutely no problem at all. Now, we've got a bit of an issue. And the issue we've got is that, unfortunately, not everyone on here, or the Facebookers aren't going to hear this.
It's Facebook. People on YouTube, because this is live. So we are live, both Facebook and YouTube. If you want to hear the tunes that we're also playing, you will have to watch us on YouTube.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
So anyways, I'm like, I'm going to play a tune. And I remember the tune, and it popped in my head. You asked me what tunes you love, because you mentioned like Hallelujah, right? And
we sang Dr. Alban sing Hallelujah, yeah.
And you were like, what do you like? I was like, Holiday by Madonna. And I remember feeling slightly underwhelmed, but I didn't totally admit it on the podcast.
Okay.
That wasn't the song that I meant, but because I was put on the spot, I chose the wrong one.
Right.
The song I really meant was this. And you can dance. You know this
So it's a Madonna song. Are you going to sing it?
Do you know that song? I'm a bit croaky. Get into the groove, for you got to prove your love to me. Yeah. There we go. Sorry, a bit croaky.
Get into the groove. Yeah, so, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Why you kept saying all week, get into the groove. And I'm like...
Get into your groove, yeah.
So normally we exchange a very small amount of information to understand what the other person's covering.
Limited disclosure,
and all he's given me this week, get into the groove. And I'm like, what the fuck is he covering?
Because frankly, when it comes to me, it could be anything, right?
It could be anything. Yeah, we've minimal exchange. This is the first time we're talking about things, and first time we're catching up every week.
Yeah. We have to like do weird small talk when you turn up and have a tea, don't we? And like just to not get, well, I say small talk, we avoid main topics.
We avoid main topics. We do the weird small talk, and we do try and just not give away the topic. So just we have that first initial reaction live. And
it sounds authentic when we're chatting on a podcast like this, because it is live and authentic. So I played Get Into the Groove by Madonna, which has been one of my favourite songs since I was 10 years old. Now, this comes with a bit of history, right? So I'm 50.
Yeah.
So I'm old enough to remember Madonna first time round, but as a young kid, and that this was back living in London in the 1980s, and like Madonna when she came out was absolutely massive, proper big, and her album came out, and I was just old enough in primary school to like really be getting into like pop music and the local artists at the time, which would have been Michael Jackson, Wham, Madonna, to name. I mean, it's the 80s, right? You understand the artists that were going on, but that one particular song was the best disco song of its time. It was amazing.
Get into the groove.
And it was so easy, or I found it so easy to dance to. Now, this is where I go down the rabbit hole of my take a beat and my epiphany. So
I'm curious how you're going to link this to my topic from last week.
Oh, you have absolutely no idea. They are hip and hip, right? So I played the music and I love it, and it transported me. Literally transported me back to the school disco. Disco in 1986 on a school holiday to the Isle of Wight. And there's me with the girl that's giving me the eye in the class that I knew liked me, and she knew I liked her. Her name is Katrina Farrelly. Could you imagine if she's listening to this? Katrina Farrelly, the Irish girl from Finsbury Park. Wow. My first love.
Crush.
Anyway. Get Into the Groove comes on, Madonna. Mate, I start moving. I start busting my grooves. Now, when I was a kid, I don't know if it was effort or whether it was talent, but I used to win dancing awards. Like, you know, when you're a kid and you go to disco and they give out awards for the best dancer. I won it every time I came across it. I just had this thing. And I, not so much nowadays, but I'm a bit of a groover.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a groover and a bit of a mover, and I love dancing. Okay. Yeah. It's important, and I like it, and I'm not embarrassed about it.
Good.
So I started bopping around my bedroom, which is, I've got a huge, big built-in wardrobe where I keep the kids' clothes as well as mine. So we're all just bouncing around in the bedroom, giving Maria her half an hour to choose her outfit, and we're dancing to Get Into the Groove by Madonna.
Yes.
And I'm really going for it. And do you know what? I forgot how good dancing felt.
Yes.
I hadn't done it in so long. And I just instantly started like proper dancing, like I cared about it. Like I really, really went for it. And it was absolutely amazing. And the penny dropped.
Okay.
I've never done online dating, right? I've been in long-term relationships for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's not a medium that I've needed to use or wanted to, frankly. So I've just not gone anywhere near it. And I thought to myself, when I used to go out as a young'un, like, my free and single days, do you know where I used to find, I was going to say birds there. I will, because that's my natural language. Do you know where I used to like do really well with birds? On the dance floor.
Ooh.
Yeah. On the dance floor.
Check you out, bit of a...
No, I'm not saying all the birds. I'm just saying that like it was...
You did well, obviously.
But this is my point that I'm going to lead to now, right?
Okay.
The dance floor, check this out, right? I'm on the dance floor, right? I'm dancing. I like dancing. I'm confident and I'm open about my dancing. It shows. Girls can see it, right? Fellas can see it. Everyone can see it. You can tell on a dance floor what's happening. It's there. So I'm dancing. I'm looking good. I catch the eye of a girl. She prolongs that look a little bit longer than she should. I'm like, maybe.
Dropping a handkerchief.
Maybe there's something there. I'll edge on over a bit closer and see how, and then that's it. You're in a journey, right? And I always used to do really well on a dance floor. And do you know what? I would get to a point on a dance floor where I would be in. When I mean in, I mean I would be in, right? Over a period of time, you know, it could take half an hour, it could take 5 minutes. But my point was, by the time the attraction on the dance floor was complete, it's at that point you ask them if they want a drink.
Yeah.
And check this. I know she fancies me. I know I fancy her. She's had a good look at me. I've had a good look at her. I can see her intention. She can see mine. She's open, right? I can see her eyes. I can see her body language. Check this. She can even smell me. And we'll get onto that in a minute, right?
Yeah.
And check this.
You're building the layers of a picture.
I have already pulled, and I don't even know her name. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. When I went out dating, I would pull before I even knew what their name was, before I even knew where they lived, what their hobbies were, what they liked. So what I'm doing now, and this is really important, I'm flipping the whole thing on its head. The stuff that they use to communicate on a dating app ain't important straight away. That's not what matters.
Right.
What matters is chemistry. What matters is observing what's on offer and seeing it authentically and genuinely and making a decision if you're going to pursue it or not before you even talk.
Understand.
Unbelievable. Do people go out dancing now? Like, no. This is my point.
No.
Like, I think it's madness.
That was something I always thought was weird whenever I first moved to Northern Ireland, and I still don't see men actively engaging in dancing in pubs or bars and that was something normal where I come from. It was normal. All the men and the women were on the dance floor.
It was normal when I
There was
grew up.
nobody holding up the bar in case it falls down. You know, and that's all you see men over here. They're literally standing at the bar like it's their absolute mission to keep it together so it doesn't fall apart. So they don't move away from it.
I'm telling you now, we have lost the art of seduction. Not completely, obviously, and not in every single instance, but I'm talking general here. So just think about some of the things I've said there. I'm going to a dance floor, right? And I'm moving, and I am putting it all out there. The girl is getting all sorts of information about me. I'm getting all sorts of information about her, enough for me to make a decision. Am I gonna up the stakes now and make a move? Am I gonna pull her closer? Am I gonna try my luck and get her into a one-on-one?
Yeah.
And if it don't work, it don't work. No problem. You just ease off and you move off and you find another one. But if you get it and it works, it's based on all this good stuff that's going on. Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to flip forward. And then I'm going to come back to some of the things that we're talking about. Right? But you think about it, right? What people, from what you've described online dating to be, right, it is searching for the perfect partner.
Yes.
Or as perfect a partner as you can find.
As close as you can get.
I get it. And it's not easy, right? For all the reasons you've explained to us.
Yeah, correct.
Right. Now, I think, like I said, that we've got the information all the wrong way round. We understand information about people before we really know if there's chemistry and if there's something going on here. And I think a successful relationship and what people should really be looking for, right, is not the perfect relationship. That's the wrong thing. It don't exist. People are looking for something that doesn't exist. Do you know what a successful relationship is? Now, this is a bit profound, but a successful relationship is finding every relationship you have, you suffer. You suffer. They piss you off. You piss them off. You do stuff they don't like. They do stuff you don't like. You cannot avoid that. You can't find a relationship where that isn't going to be present. So stop trying to avoid it. The key to a relationship is finding someone worth suffering for. This is important stuff. Because you are going to suffer in a relationship. It's going to be annoying. It ain't going to be great. What you're really looking for is someone who's worth it. Right? Please, interlude, or I'll carry on.
I'm trying to formulate a sentence in my mind to come back to you about the suffering.
Yeah, it is. Life is suffering.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely have heard a joke before, something about an engagement ring, something ring, and then suffering.
I'm telling you.
There's some sort of a joke, but I'm not sure whether it's all suffering.
I'm not saying I'm not.
It's very definitive.
I'm being extreme to make my point.
Yes,
which you're going to have to allow.
He's
some
being extreme
license
to make his point, but please let us know in the comments whether you agree that you are picking someone that is worth suffering for. Is it that bad?
No, my point is, and this is important before I get hung, drawn and quartered.
Yes.
What I'm saying is the perfect relationship doesn't exist. Stop looking for it.
That's correct. I agree with that one, yes.
What you should be looking for is someone worth being with, and it won't be perfect. But you get all the other stuff that makes it worthwhile. And they're the kind of things that I think you pick up on in a physical sense. I don't think they're things that are written in a bio. I don't think it's the choice of photo that's in a dating app. I don't think it's the hobby. I think it's the person. I think it's their rhythm. I think it's their personality. I think it's all the information that you get when you meet in that physical environment.
It's interesting. I recently was reading, or I've been learning about this new app, and it's called Breeze. Have you heard about it?
Never heard of
it. Breeze Social. It's a new app, new dating app apparently. It's an app where you don't talk to people.
You don't need to.
So what you do, and you only get, I think you get 7 matches, and you put your availability in. You put the people you're interested in, and it's organised for you, and you have to put a deposit down. So you actually have to pay.
Yep.
And it's organised for you. The venue is picked. So both of you are agreeing, going for a drink, going for a meal or whatever, or whatever. And then if you both agree, both put your availability in, a venue is selected for you, and you have to put a deposit down. So the place knows that both of you are coming.
Yep.
So it's interesting. It's a brand new concept. I haven't, obviously, because I'm staying away from all dating and I'm staying away from the dating apps. So it's interesting that I can now look at it from, because I'm outside, I'm not using any.
Yeah, observer.
I'm an observer at the moment, and I'm going to continue to be an observer for a year, to see how. So it's an interesting concept, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried about it. Because if I'm not allowed to talk to anybody at all, I'm just saying there's 7 people's faces I like. It takes an effort for a woman to get ready to go out for a date. And we also talked about, like I talk about first impressions or last impressions.
Right. Now, bring that back to the dance floor scenario.
First impressions or last impressions.
And you got so much more information going on there.
Yeah.
Honestly, let me read this out.
Yeah.
Studies show that women look longer at who they perceive to be good dancers.
Oh.
And attention goes to movement first. Now, certain movement patterns strongly influence how attractive a woman will find a man.
Oh, interesting.
It matters. Check this.
So your moves matter.
Yeah, mate, they matter. And do you know what? We're not saying you have to be Strictly Come Dancing here. My point is, if you are comfortable dancing, you are expressing confidence in yourself, which is dynamite for girls.
Guys, you need to go out there and dance more. Show us the moves.
Honestly, I used to do it and I was really successful, but not just me. We all were, because it was that, because it worked, right? But check this, dance functions are like a courtship display.
Yes.
Often they say the clue to a problem is in nature. Have you seen how nature dates?
Yes.
Mate, have you seen some of them rituals?
Peacocking.
I mean, there is feathers here, feathers there, singing, dancing, and the female sits there and is deciding, do I like you? But it's a courtship, right? It's a display. It's like, think about it. You don't get on a dating app. That's just not. That is not.
Well, you
natural.
can put a video up on a dating app, and it's up to you whether you want
could.
to use it as a TikTok dance, whatever, to show how
and
confident
you know what?
you are.
That's going to add a lot more context. But that app is designed for you to keep scrolling, keep swiping. Sorry, forgive me the term.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with it. But check this: profiles can be edited, but bodies can't.
Yes, that's true. And we had a very interesting conversation about that.
We did. I got some stats for you, which is
I love me a bit of
shocking.
stats. I love the whole hypothesis, and we can be sitting here talking about theory, but I do love a bit of research and I love some numbers.
So first impressions last, she said, right?
First impressions are last impressions.
They are. They wire something in your brain and you just latch onto that, right? Now, if you're in sales like I am, these are quite well-known stats, or generally people know them. But do you know how much communication you are giving in written form?
Written form.
So if I'm dealing with a client at work, we'll use the work setting just to make this apply.
Yeah.
Do you know how much communication I'm getting back from a client in the form of an email?
5%?
5%.
Oh, that I just took a stab.
You looked at my paper, you big liar. No, it's correct. No, because these are quite well known. Yeah. Well done. Okay. What about the spoken word? I'm hiding it now. What about spoken word? So a conversation on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah. How much can you pick up on then in terms of communication?
I can only kind of make a judgment on myself. So when it comes to written communication, I am terrible. I am really short. I'm Eastern European. I'm very literal. So I just answer literally. So I send a message that says, okay.
Right. Which ain't even 5%. That's one.
Or thumbs up. So yeah, I'm super short.
All right. And if I have a telephone call with you, how much more in percentage terms do you think is coming through the phone at me in terms of communication about
5 is written, 35 verbal.
It's 40.
Not too bad.
Yeah, you're on point, which is really impressive. What about body language? So now I can see you.
Well, it has to be the rest of it all.
Or, not quite.
No,
because we can still hide stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about hiding.
Some people are better than others at hiding, but generally speaking...
Nothing to hide.
Give me a percentage for body language. So we're in person now.
Yeah, 5, 35, 50.
60%.
Okay.
Goes up significantly.
So that's 95.
But you know what? It doesn't stop there.
It's 100.
Right? On a dance floor, how much percentage of communication do you think you transfer across to someone else on a dance floor? On a dance floor? Yeah. Now you're dancing, you're moving. You're not just sitting there, but you're doing more movement. You are giving off more information. Yeah, because it's energy. It's interesting. It's so many things. So are we talking mood, intent? Yeah. It's eye contact. It's many things. So out of 100, so out of 100, is that 80% then? It's 80%. I guessed it. Leave it out, son. Mate, you guessed it. Now check this. I'm going to go on another stage. An embodied presence, as in, this is going well, and actually, I'm now next to the girl, and I'm dancing close with her, and we're touching. How much percentage do you think you're communicating then? Oh, all of it. we always hide something.
Oh, 95 then. Oh, go on then.
It is 90%. So your guesses have been amazing. Okay. Now, my point is, right, I know that a dating app gives more than just a written communication, right? I know it's more than 5%. But let me tell you something. It ain't 90.
True.
It's not. So is it any wonder we make mistakes? Not only are we not getting the right information at the right time, but we're encouraged to keep having a new experience. It is doomed to fail.
It's like you are setting up for fail and you are addicted to it.
You can't win, but you feel like you're winning because you get more likes.
But you feel like, but you are, you
it's
do
a
feel
false dawn. So
same time, it's not everybody feels like they're winning because 10% of the guys on online dating sites get 90% of the women.
Right.
So who's winning?
Yeah, but what do they get?
Nobody's winning really.
Yeah, but what do they get? They get like a left swipe or right swipe. What is it?
Matches.
All right, so
they get matches.
But what's a match?
A match is just an opportunity to message someone.
That ain't an opportunity. I'm on a dance floor. No, and I'm not.
You're right. Yeah.
I am being extreme to make my point.
Okay,
so forgive me. But comparing it, right? I'm on a dance floor.
Yes.
Right? I'm dancing. I'm comfortable dancing. I'm not terrible at it. I like it. I'm communicating. I'm out for fun. I'm here to have a good time. And I'm looking at a couple of girls I like and I'm seeing if any of the girls like me. Yeah. There are little hints in the looks that they can give if they like. Yeah. There's little things you can see.
Okay.
And then one of them is like, yeah, maybe. And I'm like, okay, right. Well, we've got something to work with here. Okay. So I get a little bit closer and I carry on and I assess it for the next little bit. And then if the signals and the signs continue to keep going well, then I make my move. And I dance one-on-one. And if I get that dance one-on-one, 90%, I know to a 90% level how bought into me she is. She knows from a 90% level how bought into her I am. I do not know her name. I do not know where she lives. I do not know her hobbies. I don't know her favourite colour. I don't know if she got pets. But I know that now's the time I'm going to ask her for a drink. And guess what kind of things I'm going to ask when I go up to the bar? But I'm going to do them in that order. Because I've already worked out she's worth suffering for. To bring it full circle.
Love it. I love it. Worth suffering for. So there you go, gentlemen. You are
90%
dancing your way into some suffering.
Suffer, boys. Just dance. And do you know what? There's one thing I've learned for all the fellas out there, honestly, not all of us are blessed as great dancers. True, honestly.
True.
But do you know what? Girls respond to guys that aren't too shy to dance. If you dance badly, but you are confident to still do it, I'm telling you, you get positive marks for that, and it's not a problem.
That's very true. Effort is very much welcome and appreciated and rated. I rate effort.
Exactly.
So what's the lesson then?
So the lesson here is...
move those hips.
If you're going to do dating apps, right, and I can't preach on them, although I've preached pretty well today. I'm only going on what you've explained to me, but I've listened.
Reverend James in the house tonight.
Hallelujah. I praise the Lord. But what I have listened, I've gone, do you know what? I see a problem there. And I'm thinking, and I can only relate it to my experience, and my experience was of analog. Yeah. Right? This was actually being physically around people in an environment where people were out to have fun. And if you conducted yourself in the right, respectful way, you would figure out before you even spoke to people who liked you, who didn't like you, and whether there was a chance perhaps to escalate onto something else. And all this was done with just that old school methodology. And I hear about these dating apps and I think it makes me cringe. I'm like, you know nothing about that geezer. He knows nothing about you. Yeah. And you're just hooked into this digital experience that will not let you go. And I am unsurprised that you tell me that dating online is very unsuccessful largely. So my advice is go old school. go analog,
but
go out.
People don't really go out dancing. And
that needs to change.
That's actually a very blanket statement I just made. People do go out dancing because I have been researching dancing clubs, and there are, I see many, there's 2 or 3 I researched that are in Belfast, that actually organise not just classes, but they have socials. Now, whenever I look at a video, there's not many guys. So guys, we need more guys going to these dancing classes and dancing lessons and dancing socials. I also looked at the tango. I love tango, and then I was like, I would love to go and learn tango, but then you need a partner, or I'm not sure if I want to be doing a tango with a woman. So yeah, it's just that catch-22, you know, if there was single men at these dancing things, you know, I would be like, yeah, absolutely, let's dance. And
put on your blue suede shoes and dance the blues. Yeah.
So let's go dancing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go out.
Now check this out.
Go to these clubs and let's go dancing.
One final thing that your Facebookers, you're not going to be able to hear this as we've explained,
I know,
but on
sorry
YouTube,
about that. We'll figure it out somehow.
On YouTube, you can hear this. Check this.
What is that?
So it's the song, right? That planted the epiphany.
So we're playing Madonna.
This next bit. Do you hear that line she said?
We might be
lovers if the rhythm is right.
Ah, very good.
If that doesn't encapsulate everything I've said, I don't know what does. Madonna knew.
We might be lovers if the rhythm is right.
There's no rhythm on dating apps. Only when I'm dancing do I feel this free.
Very good, very good. So what's the song? What's the song, James, for our Facebook friends? Because obviously you can't hear the song. Madonna.
Mate, Madonna, Get Into the Groove. One of the greatest pop songs of all time. And may I say, back in the 1980s, it was an extravaganza when that came on. All the girls used to dress with their fingerless lace gloves, their Madonna glasses, their t-shirts, their glowing neo, their desperately seeking Susan hair. And let me tell you, when that song came on, it didn't come on once a night. That came on 15 times a night through the discos when I was a young kid growing up in London. But you should have seen the girls, mate. They were king of the hill. It was a sight to behold. I've never forgotten it. It's one of my favourite songs of all time. But it's got an important message. We might be lovers if the rhythm's right.
If the rhythm's right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for staying for that segment. We took a bait on online dating and the dance floor.
Yeah.
The real dating happening on the dance floor.
Analog baby.
Analog baby. There you go.
Yeah. So
we normally have these regular segments, and there's another one that we do regularly, which is the awkward moment of the week. And sometimes it's something that happens on the week. Sometimes we just want to raise awareness of. But this week it's something that happened to me, last week. And I had an awkward moment last week. Was it last week or the week before that?
You had an awkward moment the week before, but then that prompted something, didn't it? That happened.
God, I had. I'm the queen of awkward moments because I recovered from them. That's why.
You got ghosted, right?
Yes. So I got ghosted, and then spoke to someone for free. So I'm kind of dating app before Christmas. Matched with someone before Christmas, and then we chatted. We chatted for like 3 weeks or something. So I spent 3 weeks, talking to this person. There wasn't like lots of chatting, I think it was just a healthy amount. There was only a couple of messages a day, yeah,
right.
And then it was a phone call as well. We had a chat. It was Christmas and all of that.
So you were communicating somewhere between 5 and 40%.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So it's consistent, healthy communication. There was none of this texting all day. I don't know how people can keep up with that. This whole back and forth all day. If you're in work or you're with family or you're with friends and you want to be present, you can't be on your phone. So And I do like a phone call. I'm not a big texter, so I would be more of a phone call person. So if you lift the phone to me, we can have an hour chat will disappear. Yeah.
Right.
When you know yourself, me and you, and having chats, and we could actually kill 2 hours when we get into a good topic.
Mate, we got a podcast about talking.
Yeah. So anyway, I got
more.
ghosted. So I have...
Pardon the outburst.
I got ghosted, but at the same time, I started a TikTok account where I talk about coming off dating sites, stopping dating, sharing experiences, and just sharing videos about, hopefully useful stuff, talking about self-awareness. But that day when I got ghosted, I was pretty pissed off. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you all. So I made kind of like a sarky, jabby type of video where I said, I think it was the 12th of January.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I said it's the 12th of January and guess what? I got ghosted. And I posted it on TikTok. And this is where the awkward moment. This is what happened was that I posted that video. And off I went. And on into my day, getting on with my life. And there was a comment that appeared on my TikTok. And the person said, "You ghosted me 2 years ago. Go figure."
He without sin cast the first. How did that make you feel?
Like karma.
Good word. I was wondering what you were going to say there, but you actually came up trumps there. Karma. Wow.
Because I had to check in with myself at that very moment. And I had to check in, and I literally had to think, have I ghosted someone before? And I have.
Yeah. But you'd forgot. You were just in the moment of how your recent being on the other side of it had felt.
And do you know what? That was such a lesson.
We need them in life every now and then. No one's perfect, remember?
I tell you what, if you start putting yourself out there on social media, you better have your shit together.
Well, none of us have. And do you know what? We're all exposed to a bit of feedback, aren't we? Because, I'm not perfect.
So
you're not perfect.
I replied, obviously. And then I made another video, plot twist. I made a video about ghosting, but I apologized. Yeah, so I acknowledged the fact that I have. Now, caveat, I don't remember the person. I don't know who the person is. But regardless whether I remember or not, there's someone out there claiming that I have ghosted them. All I can do is acknowledge it.
Yeah, they remembered
and
you, right?
validate their experience, because I can't go out there if I can't remember whether I ghosted them or not.
Yeah.
And all I know that I have ghosted people before, but I don't know. I cannot remember who they were or when
why,
it was or what.
I guess.
Do you know? So I am not going to do this tit for tat situation. Yeah. Ghosted them, validated the experience, apologized, done. Tell you what, I'll not do that again.
Well, I mean, listen, if you are, and it is like karma was the perfect word, right? Because it's like, particularly when it's feedback on a social channel where you've put yourself out there to say one thing and then you get like a bombshell and you're like, oh, and it's there to be publicly seen by other readers on the feed. It's like, oh my God, that kind of panic sort of sets in a bit, doesn't it?
But that further developed though. So this pray tell. What a great word, pray tell. This was on the 12th, on the 13th, obviously, 13th of January. I done the other video as plot twist, whatever, this has happened. And then last week, there was some other news circulating online. And one of those news was the Irish News wrote an article about a guy who...
so like local news.
Local news guy from Antrim expressed his experience, how he was accused of having fake profiles or being on dating profiles and lots of things, and he ended up in one of these groups called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?"
Right, so he's been outed for being this like chancer.
Yeah, so, and he said, right, this is just terrible for my mental health, and I don't want to be accused. So the papers reached out to him, and they did an article, and I commented. So when the article came out, I left a comment saying, Irish News, tagged Irish News, and I said, are you, by the way, I know the journalist who wrote the article, who used to live in Antrim and was a journalist for the local paper. So there might be a bit of a link there.
Right.
With the local guy ending up with a... And this person, the journalist himself, uses online dating apps.
Right.
Man, so we're not going any further, but the plot thickens.
It's thickening, people.
Oh, Jesus. But anyway, so I left a comment, and I was not being controversial. All I said, I always try and be fair. So I left a fair comment. Irish News, are you going to cover both sides of the community? Because there is the equivalent of the Are We Dating the Same Guy group called Are We Dating the Same Girl? So if we're talking about mental health here, surely we should cover, diverse experiences of people.
Well, you got to at least give a balanced view, haven't you?
And there was none of that.
Field.
Well, tell you what, someone did not like my comment because, and I have the receipts. From now on, I'm going to keep receipts. But there, a profile came in under my comment and said, "Oh, I would have to look it up, but we're using my phone to record this." But it said along the lines of, "I saw you giving off about being ghosted." And making a video about it, posting it publicly, you seem like a nasty piece of work.
I'm getting bored already. This like what? So this guy that was being outed as this chancing...
So it wasn't him. This was just a random I just posted a comment on his article.
Right. Right. I see. And then in that feed, someone called you out.
A fake profile, then I figured it out.
So someone was on that feed but knew of your TikTok.
So the fake profile is Oran McKendry, Oran McKendry. If anybody else is being trolled by this person or left nasty comments, the person has 3 friends. 2 of those look even more faker, the profiles, than the one the person's using. And then the person started leaving further comments around, "Oh, I heard you making all these nasty comments in that group. Are we dating the same guy?" Leaving anonymous comments. And I'm like, hold on a second. If I'm leaving anonymous comments, how do you know it's me?
Yeah. Tell the jury you'll get slung out.
And I says, if you are leaving nasty comments, put your face to it so we can have it out. I am not going to hide. If someone wants to call me out.
Meet on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Have it out proper. Dance off.
Dance off. Let's have a dance off.
You never know if the rhythm's right.
You want to call me out, or message me privately. Let's have a conversation. But don't create a fake profile.
I hate social media where you get these flippant comments, people just saying like mean shit. Honestly, that's why I don't use a lot of... I observe social media a lot.
Yeah, and you observe my suffering with it.
But I tell you what, I don't leave much up. I mean, obviously, I'm here doing the podcast, and I'm got myself out there for that. But I'm happy to say what I say. I don't hide any of that. But I don't start commenting and all that sort of jazz, because there is a toxicity online. And it just, the nastiest voices are the ones that are the loudest online.
Well, polarity works. Polarity sells. So my lesson was, get my shit in order. Karma is real, and don't post anything you're not willing to stand over. So don't say anything you're not willing to stand over.
And block trolls, mate. Don't even entertain them.
Yeah, just block trolls.
Block them.
There's the reason why that button's there.
I think responding is sometimes that you want to because you're motivated to do it, and it's that knee-jerk reaction. But I think the reality is that if you got a twat wants to say something, then just block it. There's no point in entertaining it, because I tell you what, if you get into an argument with an idiot, they will take you down to their level and they will win. Yeah. So that just went awkward to like really goddamn annoying to like, oh my God, what the hell is going on?
We need these.
My life is burning down.
Yeah, but I guess the way I look at it, we're being served the lessons we need to experience moving forward in life. So we all get served what we deserve, and sometimes life will serve a nice juicy lesson, and you will either learn or you will just repeat the pattern again. So I have learnt my lesson, ladies and gentlemen, and I will not be ghosting again or putting out there that I'm not willing to stand over, or all of that jazz. So that's my awkward moment of the week.
Good for you.
Karma kicking my ass.
Karma kicking your ass, but you're over it now. Yeah. You've stood back.
Yeah, we're back up.
And we'll be fine. So, well, listen, thanks for that.
So
it all sounded slightly incestuous. Not incestuous, that's the wrong word, but like people knew people who like local journalists and from Antrim and from Antrim. I must admit, I was sitting there going, oh my God.
I learned my lesson. I'm not even going to.
Small town.
I'm not even going to comment anymore. It's just not worth it. Even if you're leaving like a fair comment, and then I left other comments, that were liked. People agreed with it, and then it was just deleted or whatever. So it's just like, honestly, it's not worth it. So
it really isn't worth it.
Really, it's really not worth it. So
no, it's not worth it at all. But like, there we go. So well, that's fine. I think 2 good topics there.
Just 2 very good topics. We really got into the nitty-gritty of... Mate,
I enjoyed my one. Yeah.
I'm sure you did. There was really some prep that went into it.
It weren't even hard to prep. You know when you get a subject, you're like, that ain't hard to prep, because it was there. I just started dancing. Don't forget, I was like getting ready with Maria to get dressed, and we were bopping around, and song come on, and I found myself really dancing, and I just transformed to that disco in the Isle of Wight in 1986 with Katrina Farrelly over there with the girls. I was over there with the boys.
In 1986. I was 2 years old.
Yeah. I was 10. 10. Yeah. Brilliant. So, get into the groove. Cracking song.
Do you have something small, something new? We haven't covered any of that a while now. Something small, something new.
We haven't. I've got nothing off the cuff, really. Nothing that springs to mind. But we've only got a couple of minutes anyway, so we've probably only got enough time for a bit of housekeeping.
Yes, let's do the housekeeping, because we only have like 4 minutes left. We like to stay 2 minutes on your own. Oh yeah. We like to stay on time. We always try and commit to the 60 minutes and then wrap up. So let's do a bit of housekeeping. Sounds good.
Definitely. So thank you again for everyone on Facebook tuning into us.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you can watch us live on YouTube as well. And
it's a better experience, isn't it, on YouTube? Because you can hear the music and the jingles and tunes and everything.
Yeah. So if you liked this on Facebook, make a note. We're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. and you could find us live on YouTube at 8 p.m. under TMI Thursdays. Very easy to find. Just type in TMI Thursdays and you'll see Adriana and my face in the avatar, and it's easy to find. But you can also find us on Spotify. We'll upload an audio version of the podcast onto Spotify as well. And I've got a couple of friends at work that listen to it in the car or when they're on a walk and the headphones and stuff, and it can be quite nice for that. You also have a TikTok account, don't you? So it's important you should tell us about that.
So last week we went live on my TikTok, but then this week we thought, well, sure, let's try a different audience. Let's try Facebook. And we're still behind the scenes. We're trying to figure out how to link it all together. So we're just coming live from one.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of experimenting. YouTube and Spotify is the solid one, isn't it?
But I have a TikTok, Front Porch Love, which I will change. I'm not fond of the name. I'm starting to lose love for the name. But you find me by my surname, first name and surname anyway, on TikTok, and I'm trying to do short videos. And I did one earlier tonight. I came home and I was thinking about this thing that there's so many videos online at the minute where people talking about rating the dates. So they keep going on these dates. Let me rate the date. And she did that and he did that. And I'm like, don't rate a date? Rate yourself? Did you bring good energy to the date? Were you present? Have you learned something new? What have you asked? Do you know, were you listening? Rate yourself.
Yeah, I think people find that difficult, don't they? Yeah. I don't like all that. Like, it just seems a bit forced, you know, a bit contrived.
Yeah.
Just have a boogie, and if she wants to dance, slide
or
her on in.
Talk to me in the gym.
Slide her on in.
Talk to me in the middle aisle in Lidl.
Mate, can I put my hand on your hip? Is that okay? Can I pull you in a bit closer? Have a little dance. Oh, hello, we're synchronised. Yeah, hello, we're on 90% communication. Anyways, yes.
Housekeeping.
We
get sidetracked.
We are sidetracked. It's I'm getting into my groove. It's my fault.
Get into the groove, Mr. Producer.
So I guess it only really leaves me to say that you can donate a coffee to us if you want.
Buy us a coffee.
And you will find links on all of our social channels to help buy us a coffee. And as we always say every week, for those listeners that are in Antrim, if you fancy that to be a local coffee in person analog, then we would love that too. And we might be doing a bit of research and coffee shops soon, actually. So watch this space. You never know.
We might nip out to a coffee shop this weekend.
Yeah.
And we maybe do a podcast from there.
Potentially,
yes.
Yeah, maybe that's where you can literally come along and buy us a coffee. Maybe we'll do a little live podcast.
We'd love that.
I think we need a few more subscribers then.
Yeah.
But this is the most important thing, guys. Please click like and subscribe. It's really important. The more subscriber numbers we can get, the more exposure you get on the channel, the more likes we get, the more exposure we get on the channel. And we're trying to build this up so that we can keep it going. We're going to be improving all the time. So stick with us, but click like and subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can get notifications when we do go live. And just come back next Thursday at 8 p.m. for another TMI Thursdays. We'll look forward to having you.
We don't know what the topics are because we'll see what happens.
Could be anything. But it'll be great.
But if you have ideas, send us your topics. We'll cover them.
Yeah. But you'll like it nonetheless. So that leaves us to say adios, peace, love and unity. Thank you for listening. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week, people.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to get up.